Hello, this is Dr. Dawn Michael, your politically incorrect sex counselor. And today we're going to talk about sexual depression, or we can put it in other terms that when you're feeling down or depressed, it can affect you sexually in a negative way. Depression is different for everyone. Sometimes it affects different parts of your life, and sometimes the sexual aspect of it can be more severe than other parts of it. Because what happens is when you're feeling down, or you're putting yourself down, or you're feeling bad about yourself, then it takes away that feeling that you want to share your body with somebody else, that you want to be intimate. It just takes away the desire or the feeling of intimacy. And that can be very difficult when you're in a relationship, in a marriage, when one person is feeling sexually depressed and the other person is not. And sometimes it's hard to really distinguish what it is. It's not a medical condition per se. Your body is functioning normal sexually. You're able to, for a man, get an erection, or for a woman, get lubricated. So, as far as your body functions, that's fine, but it's mentally you're just not feeling aroused, or you're feeling down. And so this definitely has an effect on one's libido. Now, some of the things that can help if you've identified that is to really start to change this thinking path that you're on, to do something proactive about it. Because if you fall deeper into the depression, it just makes things worse. And I know the hardest part is taking that first step to taking responsibility for whatever it is you're upset about, and trying to look at it in a new light, to look at it from a different perspective. So if you're constantly looking at it almost tunnel vision, sometimes you have to step out of that and realize there's other solutions to a problem. And it could be that you're depressed about a situation, or it could be that you're feeling down about your relationship itself, or maybe you are beating yourself up about your body image or something that you feel internally. Whatever that may be, there's still a hope for you, because you can change the way that you react to what's going on in your thoughts. It's not easy what I'm saying, especially when someone gets really into a very dark mood. It's very difficult to have the energy to pull yourself out. But what's the alternative? You're just going to continue to plummet deeper and deeper, or you're going to distance yourself from your spouse. You're going to not want to deal with arousal or having desire anymore because you are sexually depressed. That isn't going to move you forward at all. That's just going to keep you exactly where you're at, or even go deeper down the so called rabbit hole. So, what I'm suggesting is that you step out of wherever that place you're in and realize that you do have control over certain aspects of your life. And you can learn to think differently about things. And that's where the whole idea of control comes in, because we don't really have that much control over everything going on around us. We have control over how we perceive it, or how we allow it to affect our mood. And most people think that you have to react a certain way to information that's coming in or your situation, but you don't. You can choose to act in a different way. And sometimes you'll notice that a person maybe you've run into, or you've known for a while, their circumstances may be something that you think are overwhelming and you wonder, why do they seem okay with it, or why are they happy in their life? And they have basically understood the secret of how to think differently about their situation. One of the best ways to do that is to be in the present, be in the moment. Because if you think about your future too much, then you might start worrying about it. And if you start worrying about something that hasn't happened, you're missing out on everything that you could be doing right now in the moment. And that's really something important to really understand, that the worrying about what you don't have control of in the future is actually destroying what you do have control of in the present at the moment. And so if you can shift your thoughts to right now and uh, step out of that kind of depressing, self inflicting pain, and think about something that you can do physically, whether it's go for a walk, or even count numbers, or do meditation, or stretching, reading a book, or putting on some music, or doing something to just give you a different feeling, to bring you out of that mood, is you being proactive in the moment. And so not thinking too much ahead of what else is going on, but taking care of what is going on at the present time. That's one way to start getting out of the funk or the depression. And once you start to lift yourself out and you begin to appreciate the smaller things in your life instead of stressing about the bigger things in your life, you'll notice that you'll feel happier, that you'll have a weight lifted off your shoulders, and you'll start to feel better about yourself. And that's when you'll be able to lift the sexual depression that many people have, that goes along with just being depressed in itself. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a lift today, and try to help you if you're feeling down, and know that there are things that you can do. And if you feel like your situation is hopeless, it's not. You can choose to think of things in a different way. It really has to do with how you perceive things. That is how we survive and get through tricky situations or tough situations, is smelling the roses today, looking at the positive things right at this moment, focusing on good things in your life right at this moment, instead of worrying about things that haven't happened yet. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please share, give me a like, and subscribe. As you know, I believe everyone deserves to have a healthy sex life, and so do you.